In his letter to the media, the executive director of the NGOs Coordination Board, Fazul Mohammed, has written to Kura Yangu Sauti and We the People, saying that they are not registered properly. The two institutions have been engaged in political and electoral activities, monitoring the preparedness of IEBC for the elections and how the election has been conducted. Both of them are umbrella bodies bringing together several NGOs and even trade unions. The NGOs board says the two groups have been operating two illegal bank accounts. The board also says it is investigating a transfer of 36 million shillings to the two groups that came from the George Soros Foundation. But the civil society is not moved. In an earlier press conference, the NGOs had said that they would not honor directives from the board.
We reiterate that we don't recognize the summons of the NGO board as issued by Fazul. Fazul has been indicted by constitutional bodies as unfit to hold office, and he continues to perpetuate illegalities by summoning civil society organizations pushing for good governance and the rule of law.
The idea is just to frustrate our work and to ensure that we don't push for accountability on the current matters of public interest. So this is not new to us. It has been a pattern of impunity by the incompetent and also illegal NGO board, which we have been saying it should be forced out because we don't recognize them at all.
They have accused it of harassing organizations that have been critical of the government.
To me, I call it part of the executive imperialism, where the executive wants to be in control of almost every institution in this country, both state and non-state.
The NGOs Coordination Board has also leveled numerous accusations against other NGOs. They include Katiba Institute, Muhuri and Inuka Kenya. The civil society, however, believes that they are being attacked because of the positions they have taken regarding the electoral process and some of the cases they have taken to court on the elections.
Clear also that KRA and FRC can, on their own motion, raise any issues directly with Muhuri without recourse to a third party. And we also know that compliance issues are routine issues that the regulator ought to frame clearly and seek explanations from organizations with enough lead time without threats of investigative audits or summons, unless the responses rendered justify so.
Fazul and his team are predictable and childish, and the way they letter, and even almost illiterate, to be quite honest. So it's a shame. They're absolute shame that is Jubilee government so desperate that they have to use turn boys like Fazul to do their dirty work.
The spirited attack on the civil society could also be linked to the suspicions that they may file petitions to challenge the process and the results of the fresh presidential election. There have been reports that We the People, the organization bringing together NGOs and trade unions, is intending to file a petition.
It's a constitutional right of anybody who wants to file a petition to do so. So we don't see why there should be a connection in this regard.
The NGOs insist that the government should operationalize the Public Benefits Organization Act in order to better manage the affairs of all organizations involved in charity work. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.